Before I proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you. So if you just take a look in the description, scroll down, you will see I have provided chapters. So if there's only like a specific skin you care about, you're more than welcome to skip ahead. I've provided the option. And I should also point out, if I have any issues or problems today, I'm using a temporary keyboard. My one broke last night and I'm having to use this just for today. Don't worry, a replacement will be coming soon. And of course, good day, Ruskin and Jewels. I hope you're alright, because it's time for the Rustore Showcase. Now, a good few hours ago, the skins did rotate in. No, it's not complete the sets, but we did see a lot of collection continuations. Very nice to see. But complete the sets is next week. We can confirm that now. Cool. So, yeah, the Rustore rotated in. The skins, it's fine. It's a perfectly fine looking selection. Let's hop out of here and let's now go ahead and try and figure out which of these skins are and are not abnormal. And I can confirm to you, out of 8 skins, it looks like 7 of them are abnormal. So with the SAR, that's abnormal, that's abnormal, that's abnormal, that's abnormal, that's abnormal, that's not abnormal, that's abnormal, that's abnormal. The only skin this week that is not abnormal is the AK47. We have 7 skins to chase after next Wednesday night, rolling into Thursday morning. And some of these skins, pretty interesting. So we are now dabbling into the likes of ultramarine clothing and armor. Cool. No, they do not glow in the dark. A lot of people have been asking. They don't glow in the dark. We've got another bearskin rug. We hardly ever see any of those being accepted, let alone even being submitted. So, okay, that's interesting. Neon Bismuth now has a brand new sheet metal door. So if you can recall, about 2 years ago, there was a Bismuth door that was supposed to start off the whole Bismuth collection. But after about 2 years, none of the other ones got accepted. But then Neon Bismuth became a thing. The skin creator, he submitted a brand new sheet metal door. That means the old Bismuth door isn't actually part of this collection anymore. That's the new one. You get the idea. Cool. Another Commando weapon skins. That means we can make some comparisons to the blackout version. Oh. And Nuke small storage. Cool. The secret stash. What are you hiding in there? Huh? What are you hiding in there? So yeah, that got accepted pretty quickly, didn't it? I thought that would probably be a collection for that might have been a skin that we would see for complete the sets. Well, it's happened now. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's go ahead and take a look at SMD APP to see how these skins are currently faring in terms of sales so far. So as I said, it's been a good few hours. Metallic Beast, that is sitting very nicely. And, well, we should probably start talking about the skins now in terms of what's looking to be a nice investment and how they're currently doing. So Metallic Beast, I just want to get this point across. It's a very cool, unique approach. I'm still waiting for a Winnie the Pooh design, but please understand, bearskin rugs, if you're thinking, oh, that looks ugly, it'll never be all right. I don't expect another bearskin rug to be accepted for a very, very long time. And all I have to do is show you all the bearskin rugs that were submitted, like, based on, you know, recent times, and you might notice that we don't get that many good designs. Well, there's like 3 that would be okay, but Facepunch tends to be quite picky. I mean, how did we not get the raccoon one? That's totally fine. That's totally fine. But no, they didn't want it. They didn't care for these. And if I keep scrolling down, you'll notice. Well, that's not even a bear. That's definitely not a bear. What's that? These submissions, they're very questionable. We've only had like 4 decent designs throughout all of 2024, and then we've started to dabble into 2023 submissions. It's really a case of, wow, that was accepted. No, I don't expect any competition for a very long time, unless we see like a Twitch drop. Maybe Twitch Rivals has a gigantic purple bear that glows in the dark very brightly. That would be a bit concerning. But that Metallic Beast right now, people like it. It is abnormal, so that's also helpful. That will become marketable Wednesday night going into Thursday morning, midnight next week. So you could do your barters first, look at the support afterwards, then consider, you know, how will that fare in terms of retaining its value. And just take a look at all the bearskin rugs we have, because there's only 7. The last one to be accepted was last year for Christmas with the gingerbread bearskin rug. That has doubled in price already. Cool. And then the year before that, we had the zombie bearskin rug, which glowed in the dark. That's selling for basically almost double its price. Cool. And then that was a Twitch drop. And then we had 2 marketable ones. And then we had the panda rug, which of course was marketable. But they came out years ago. What I'm trying to get across is every single bearskin rug that we have is it's in the positive. And they're selling quite nicely. So I also had to bring this up. That Christmas one, 25,000 plus subscribers. This Halloween one, 35,000 plus subscribers. And yet, as time went on, they went up in price perfectly fine. They graciously rose up in price due to a sheer lack of options, due to a sheer lack of like new skins being produced. So if you're looking at Metallic Beast and questioning things, hey, at the very least, you could do your abnormal barders first next week. But I don't think there's going to be any problems with it. Now let's go in game and take a good look at it. So yeah, just to remind you, I'm using a temporary keyboard here, so things might be a little bit iffy, but I'm looking at it. It is a very strange looking creature. Mr. Shetmon, you're going to have to explain yourself. What was like... what inspired you? But yeah, it's like a barbed wire, metallic, strange creature. Again, you know, don't worry. It still gives you 100% comfort, which is a bit odd. It's given me a lot of discomfort. Anyway, it's a perfectly fine looking skin. It is an oddity. And some of you might be questioning, hey, does this glow in the dark? Well, snap and tap. I can confirm this doesn't glow in the dark. But out of all the bearskin rugs, I think only 2 glow in the dark. Werewolf Run, which only glows with its eyes, and then we have the Halloween one from 2 years ago, which like whole body kind of glows. So overall, nothing to worry about really. I think this is going to do a pretty good job of retaining its value. Will it ever slip below its restore price? Well, much like the Christmas one last year, if this does sell probably 20,000 plus subscribers by next Thursday, yeah, wouldn't surprise me. But as I said, graciously, as time goes on, this very strange looking ugly duckling of some sort, metaphorically speaking, I think it'll work out all right in the future. I do not expect any more bearskin rugs to be accepted by the end of this year, but hey, maybe we'll see like a polar bear for Christmas submissions. We shall see. Maybe a nice cute little teddy with my Winnie the Pooh. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe someone will decide to get a Twitch drop made or something. As I said, don't rule out the possibility that we get a gigantic purple one for a Twitch Rivals event at some point, eventually. So, okay. But if we only see like one brand new skin over the course of next year, this is very likely to do a-okay. So, what do you reckon? Do you like what you see, chat? Do you like what you see, YouTube? Feel free to comment below. And now let's skip ahead and showcase the Commando SAR. Alright, we're back over to here. Let's talk about the Commando SAR. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the AK47 we saw being accepted about a month or so ago. Right there. Now, when I first saw that, I made an instant comparison to the Blackout AK47, because both of these skins looked exactly the same. But the Blackout AK47, at that specific time when that was accepted, was selling for about $14. That right there, in the Rust store, $2.49. Huh. So that was interesting. But as much as I sat there and said, oh, it didn't sell too much in comparison to the Blackout AK, they look exactly the same. People who want to buy the Blackout AK but can't afford it will look at this instead and it'll probably go up in price. Well, that happened. This was accepted just before September. It went for October. It still went down in price. But just to also point out, the Blackout AK47 also went down in price. It's selling for about $10 at the moment. But when you look at this and you see how many listings there are, a good 10 or so sales, it's back up to its Rust store price. When we potentially see a lot more people playing around January time, I can't help but assume a lot of people would buy the Blackout AK again, but then a lot of people will be like, oh, I'd like to buy it, but I can't afford it. And then they'll realise this exists, and they'll buy that instead, and that'll probably steadily rise up in price. That was the expectation. I'm still feeling confident that's going to happen again. And if I could also point out, everything's kind of lining up very nicely for January 2025. Over the past few years, January has worked out ever so nicely with player counts. 95,000 average player count for January 2023, 176,000 peak player count. January 2024, 90,000 average player count, went down a bit, but the peak player count was 190,000. Now, for the recent autumn-fall seasonal dip, it didn't really happen because October had almost 90,000 average players, and November is currently 90,000 average players. Peak player counts were absolutely insane. Can't help but assume January is going to be very, very special. This game is still getting more and more people playing it, as in brand new people, and just to get this point across, for January 2025, the Force Wipe is going to be the 2nd of January, one day after New Year's. And I can't help but assume, based on the position of that week, we're not going to see like kids go back to school until the 6th of January for most schools in the world, I'm guessing. So post-Christmas, at least in the Western world, lots of people not working as much, kids are out of school, Christmas money, okay, cool, yeah, so they're more than happy to spend their money on skins and whatnot. Things are lining up very nicely, where I can't help but assume we're probably going to see that for the first time in about 3 years, ever since offline TV era, we're going to have January having an average player count of 100,000 and a peak player count of over 200,000. I'm expecting a lot of people to play, and as I've been talking about that AK right there, I can't help but assume it will rise up in price because people will see it Notice it's looking exactly like the Blackout AK47, with it being much more cheaper and affordable, much more approachable. That would be appreciated. Cool, we got that point across. Now we have the SAR right here. You're probably wondering, Hedge, have you basically been leading that to the point that there's a Blackout SAR? Yes, and it's currently selling for $6. Now, earlier this year, if I could just quickly show its lifetime sales, it reached up to $8. All right? People want this, people like this, but it's kind of expensive. Now, it has gone down in price for a while now, and it was starting to perk back up, but I don't think it'll be rising back up in price so nicely, considering that we just got a skin that looks exactly the same at half price. Cool. Let's go show off, and let's do some comparisons. So, here is the Blackout SAR. Get a good look at that. It's a perfectly fine looking skin with a very useful red aim sight, which you can see right there. Good for every single environment. You can see that plain as day, and of course a quick look at night time. Snap. Get a good look at this. Yep. Not super helpful. Maybe you might want to go get like a holo sight, maybe. Just pulling that out. Cool. Got that point across. Snap. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Commando SAR. So quick switch, go. And again, it looks exactly the same. Look at that. Look at that. Aim sight check. Pretty much the same. Yes. But I will give it this. At night time, it has a little bit of an edge. As you can see, with the night light, you can see that a little bit better. Oh, yes, indeed. So feel free to comment below. Would you just rather buy this instead of Blackout SAR? Sorry. So, yeah. What do you reckon? Will it be appreciated, or will it end up exactly like the AK? Probably. Will it sell as much as the AK? I don't know. Do you think people are going to go crazy for this week? I'm not sure. But at the very least, a decent buy order can still lead to some success. If this does emulate the behaviour of the AK, then just do a $2 buy order. Pick these skins up for 50 cents cheaper. Also, this is abnormal, so next Wednesday, going to Thursday morning, we can do the buy orders. We can look at the support afterwards, and we can make some considerations. Now, if I can just quickly remember, the Blackout SAR did like 22,000 subscribers. I don't think this is matching up to that. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a much more quieter week. Well, not as quiet as last week, but still fairly quiet. Next week is complete the sets. I think with people knowing that now, they're probably going to save some money. Who knows what we're going to see? I think we're going to see some backpack skins. All that'd be nice. But we shall see what happens to you, sir. Yes, indeed. That's a perfectly fine-looking skin. Congratulations to COOPS. Where's my revolver? No, seriously, that would be pretty sweet. That would be perfect timing. I should go slap him and tell him that. Anyway, so do you like it? Feel free to comment below. And do you think it'll work out nicely? Again, comment below. Let's now skip ahead and showcase the next skin. And now it's time to showcase and yap about a Neon Bismuth Sheep Door. Just to quickly point this out, yes, we had a Sheep Door in the past, but it looks like that is now no longer part of this collection because we have a brand new Neon Bismuth Sheep Door. Yeah, the skin creator probably wants to make... He clearly kind of wants to make sure that, no, that's old, that's separate. This is the collection now. Neon Bismuth, not old Bismuth, Blair. Anyway, so this was accepted, and we did see these rise up in price a little bit with a few more sales. Neon Bismuth is working out quite nicely. But here's an interesting detail. This was actually submitted after the large box and after the armoured door. So we've already mentioned complete the sets quite a lot already, haven't we? Do you reckon? Maybe next week. Ooh, which one could it be? I don't know. Maybe, but we got this accepted this week. Maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe. We shall see. But just wanted to point that out. Anyway, Sheep Doors. Here we go. Yep. How many Sheep Doors do we have now? I think it's 39 in 2024. Yeah. And I think we might be seeing a Twitch drop for December. Just point that out. So yeah, we've seen a lot of Sheep Doors this year. These only just became marketable. We can't count those. Down in price, 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 down, 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 down. Pretty much every single Sheep Door that has, been released this year has gone down in price. Very unfortunate. You can't really count that one. It was only available for 19 minutes. All right. Anyway, with so many skins being accepted, it's hard for these to retain interest. Even ones from notable collections struggle and suffer. It's very sad to see. Now, maybe things might rebound by the time we get to January time. We'll keep that in mind. However, yeah, I haven't been feeling very positive for Sheep Doors pretty much ever since like the summer. But by then it was very evident that like they just weren't going to do very nicely. Ever since then, like, I remember when the Shadowborn Sheep Door looked perfectly fine. Not anymore. It's down by a third. Why? Why? Well, there you go. So that right there. Will you become the only skin in this collection that's going to go down into the negative? It wouldn't surprise me. How low will it go? Would you end up like the Shadowborn, where you're selling for $2 instead of all the way down to less than $1? Which wouldn't be bad compared to all the other sheet matadors, but still bad compared to the rest of the set. I am looking at this and thinking it's going to go below its rust or price. I am expecting it to struggle compared to the other skins. It's unfortunate, but that's just the behaviour with so many skins accepted. People are like, I'll just use another sheet matador or whatever. I know. Anyway, let's go ahead and showcase this skin right now. And look at that lovely set of colours on display of all that lovely reflection from the sun. That right there is a lovely looking pattern, a very exquisite looking design. Oh my, it's so shiny, it stalled there for a second, sorry about that. But yeah, you can see that perfectly fine. Alright, cool. So let's now quickly switch to night time. Snap. Yep, it glows ever so nice and bright. So yeah, it's a perfectly fine looking skin. I'm sure you'll appreciate it. If you're going to buy one for yourself, by all means, go buy one, treat yourself, support that skin creator, keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs. Mr. Wirecat, where is my neon bismuth table? I need an RGB table. I need it now. And a chair. Right, anyway. So, snap. Alright. I think it's going to sell better compared to most sheet matadors, but I do still expect it to go down in price. Will you just not care? Because there's one interesting thing we can bring up. The garage door for the Neon Bismuth collection's perfectly in the positive, but if you go compare it to all the other garage doors that were accepted this year, it's a bit of an anomaly. Pretty much every other garage door is down in price. Sad to see, but people seem to appreciate this whole set. So, with the likes of the double doors, both the armoured and the sheet metal double door, selling for around $6 at the moment, after selling, what, $2.49, $3? Is that just going to just go up immediately? What are your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. Cool looking skin. It's just, I just can't help but assume there's going to be problems. Anyway, we've looked at that more than enough. Let's now go ahead and take a look at the tier 3 armour. Now, I've been getting a lot of people kind of asking, Hedge, does it glow in the dark? I'm worried. I don't want to stand out at night time. Fear not, you have nothing to worry about. Quick look. Bam. And of course, snap. It doesn't glow. You have nothing to worry about. It doesn't glow. Let's just appreciate the ever so nice looking blue design. It's not in a deplorable anymore. We have Ultramarine Tier 3 armour looking ever so nice and shiny. And in bits and pieces. Well, that's part of like the design. But yeah, on the horizon now. Can we anticipate Tier 2? Can we anticipate hoodie and pants? Well, as of this weekend, we're going to start seeing some more skin submissions, so keep your eyes open. I would fully expect something like that fairly soon. Maybe they'll wait until January time when there's going to be a lot of people playing. That would be pretty smart, though. Release some Tier 2 armour, get that accepted in the January Force Wipe Rush store with loads of people playing, loads of people buying. Oh, that's going to be a lot of profit. Cool. So that is a perfectly fine looking set. Do you like it? Do you appreciate it? Feel free to comment below. I think it's fine. We don't get that many blue sets, do we? It really just dawned on me. I know we have, I remember the Tier 2 solar panel set. We had Azul. Azul was cool. I think we've had a Twitch drop or two. I can't fully remember. But yeah, when you think about it, we really don't have that much blue. All right, fair enough. Do you think it looks nice? Once again, feel free to comment below. And I will sit here and say this, it doesn't matter. So as long as we see Tier 2 or hoodie and pants being accepted, that will spike in demand and it will spike in price. It's expected. But how much is it going to sell? That's a good question. So, as we hop over to here, right now, it's not the top selling skin. And if this week potentially isn't going to be super crazy, if it's not going to be super wild, maybe it just sells a comfortable amount. Let's just take a look at all the face masks this year and then the chest plates, and we'll get a good idea of what's like the average sales. And as you can see, we've had quite an array of wonderful, interesting, unique looking designs, and of course the silly Twitch drop. The recent Halloween ones down in price, not too surprising. Heavy Knight seemingly recovering now, that's cool. Neanderthal, oh dear, oh dear. Oh look, there is another blue skin, but that was a Twitch drop. Anyway, that was another Twitch drop. Anyway, so it looks like these tend to go up to at least like 15,000. No, well, I think 15,000 would be the very average amount of sales. But at the current rate of sales now, which has been a good several hours now, maybe you're not going to be selling ridiculously, and maybe you only sell around 10,000. Now, I can't give you a proper answer. I can't give you a proper estimate yet. Usually, at least with 24 hours of sales, I can offer you a good suggestion. But I don't think it's going to be ridiculous. I think it will be below average. But will we see those collection continuations? Now, maybe some people have already asked. As I hop into it, I bet you it's mostly people asking, does it glow? Because you can see I did this now. But yeah, okay. And then we go over to here. No one's asking. No one's asking. No one's asked. All right. Let me tell you. Ultramarine collection, after all of these acceptances, yes. Of course, I'm expecting Tier 2 and hoodie and pants. I'm pretty much expecting it this weekend. Maybe he wants to take a break from clothing and armour. Maybe with the recent break we've had, he's already produced it. We shall see. Also, do you reckon we might see armoured or sheet metal double door for Complete the Sets next week? We shall see. Anyway, this set, it's been doing very, very well for itself. And during the summer of 2025, I think this is going to be appreciated so much more. We'll keep an eye on this, won't we? That right there, it is abnormal. It's selling at $2 a piece. Will you still go below your roster price? I think that can still happen. We're going to have to wait a while until we see some continuations. Next week, for Complete the Sets, I wouldn't be surprised if we see hoodie pants, Tier 2 and Tier 3 in the same roster. That has happened before. At the very least, 2 core piece sets. Maybe we'll see some primitive clothing skins as well. I don't fully know. I do expect a lot of boots. I will sit there and say that. Black Diamond boots, Chameleon boots, and many other boots of the past. Go ahead and take a look at my Complete the Sets candidates list. It will be linked in the description. Go look at how many boots there are. But yeah, it might take a while. And when people get impatient, they dump. All right? Like, I just talked about how the heavy alloy set, it's not heavy, it's heavy armour. Sorry, heavy armour. That never got Tier 2. And it kind of went down in price pretty quickly. So, heavy armour? No. Heavy knight. Sorry. Yeah, the Tier 3 kind of went down a bit. Hoodie and pants were higher. They didn't go down so badly. But yeah, this was like perfectly in the positive before. But we never got the Tier 2 and it just kind of died off with the lack of interest. How sad. Maybe we see that next week, maybe possibly. Maybe we'll see it when we see the potential upcoming official release of the primitive mode. Ooh. Anyway, aside from that, point made. Shall we now talk about the greening area large box? So, goodbye, Ultramarine. Hello, weird, mysterious green box. What's inside? You tell me. I found your secret stash. Snap. So, seriously, what are you hiding in there? Get the dog. We need to get him out and sniff this. But anyway, that right there, that's accepted literally the week after the sheet metal double door. So of course that appreciated that. But it's bright. It's green. It's unique with its colour scheme. Do you like what you see? Snap. Are you a fan of the greening area collection? Because it's now had 4 deplorables accepted. Now, of course, it did start off with the sheet metal door and the garage door, and unfortunately they suffered like many other sheet metal doors and garage doors. But the sheet metal double door, that's had a great start with this appearing. But large boxes this year, we've had quite a lot of acceptances, and just last week we had one that only did about 6,000 subscribers, becoming the lowest selling large box in all of 2024. That was the Oasis large box. Snap. So it looks good. It stands out very nicely. It's very bright. Farmers, I think you're going to be appreciating that. And specialist farmers, well, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it as well. Anyway, looking at this, it's not the highest selling skin. I just talked about this for Ultramarine. If we do end up in another situation like last week, with the rate of the acceptances that greening area is getting, I just can't help but assume we'll be seeing some more, and that'll appreciate that. And yeah, things could work out very, very nicely. But again, I need to see your comments. I need to see people actually standing up and saying, I like this. And once I get a decent understanding, cool. Anyway, tabbing out. Let's go over, take a look at all the large wood boxes. So, of course, last week we had the Oasis large box. 6,600 subscribers. It was 6,100. Oh, wow. Oh, dear. But that very likely will work out now simply because hardly any sales happened. And I also expect more Oasis skins to be produced and accepted. But look at all the other boxes. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. So many of them down by like a third in price. Maybe they'll recover over the course of the next 2 months. Okay, keep an eye on that. That's up to you. But, yeah. Are you going to be selling ridiculously, or are you going to sell reasonably? That is abnormal. We can look at this on Wednesday. We can approach it with a barda first, and then once all the bardas have happened, we can look at the abnormal barda support and question it afterwards. But do you think with the silly green design and whatnot, people will appreciate it as time goes on? Farmers, stand up, declare your intent and your interest. But yeah, perfectly fine looking design. It's just large boxes haven't really worked out super great this year. And if this is going to be like the average large box, it's going to probably lose about a third of its value as time goes on. Okay, maybe a smart barda could work out perfectly fine. Very likely. Anyway, let's now move on and talk about the Nuke Room small storage. Well, the small box. Another Nuke Room skin. Cool. All right then. So we have 5 skins accepted. Only the double doors are doing all right. Large box went down in price. We just showed that. Garage doors down, we just talked about that. Sheepman, no, armored door. Oh, we don't have a sheepman door? Well, there you go. That's something to look forward to. But yeah, armored door's also down in price. So yeah, things are looking iffy for this set. It does stand out quite nicely. I am aware that there's a locker skin submitted very recently as well. That might be appearing. Actually, I think I just added that to my complete the sets list. There you go. Hooray! Anyway, back over to here. Small boxes. It's been a bit of a weird year, hasn't it? So we just had the Forest Raider small box, and it didn't sell ridiculously, so even I bought 50 of those. I bought 50. Are people going to want you? Because at the, what we're looking at right now, it's clearly showing signs of, I just bought a small box, I don't need another one. So that very likely might not sell that much. Okay, that's interesting. We'll take that into consideration. Now, let's go ahead and, of course, look at this. So, goodbye, green box. Hello, nuclear box. Let's poke it with a stick and see if it explodes. But anyway, nice and shiny. Get a good look at that. Stands out ever so nicely. Yes, it does glow in the dark. Snap. Get a good look at that. Yeah, so it's nice and shiny on the top. It's looking quite hazardous. And, of course, if I could just also turn off the lights, so lights gone. There you go. Yeah, stands out very nicely. Stands out very brightly. What are your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. Do you like the Nuke Room collection? Is there any type of skin you think it's missing that you'd absolutely love to see? Maybe the skin creator sees your words and he'll consider it. I want to see a chair. You always want to see a chair. I know, but I like them. I like to sit down. Right, snap. It might not sell that much. It might work out quite nicely, but quite a lot of these other skins that were accepted in the past, they haven't really fared very well. The armored door went down. The garage door went down. The large box went down. But didn't we just talk about how we've kind of had a lot of those skins this year? Okay, that could definitely be a factor. Okay. Overall, I'd just rather wait till next week. It's abnormal. There you go. It's the usual approach, but it tends to be the smartest approach. If you just wait it out, see how many sales have happened by next Wednesday, and do the bardas first, yes, you very likely will walk away with a much better idea of what to do in regards to wanting to actually buy it or just stick with a barda. Yeah. So patience is the reward. So goodbye, Nuke Room small box. We have another skin to show off, and that is the AK47. So let's now snap over and showcase that now. Our Totem AK47, another AK47 accepted this year. How many AKs have been accepted so far this year, you might ask? Well, if we're record-breaking with the likes of sheepman doors and garage doors, I can confirm to you with 41 skins accepted so far, I don't think we've broken the record yet. No, 44 was last year. But considering we do have another batch of Twitch drops and, of course, Christmas, I can't help but assume there'll be some more AKs. I can't help but assume that. Anyway, point I'm trying to get across is we have a lot of AK-47 skins. What's so bad about that? It's hard for them to maintain interest. What's so bad about that? They're very likely to go below $1. So, of course, let's now go ahead and take a look at this AK right here because, number one, it does look pretty cool. It does look pretty stylish. It's the Owl AK-47. Do you like owls? Well, look no further. Aim down the sight. It's got like a reddish tint, but it's still brown. Okay. And, well, might not be good for every single environment, but good enough, I guess. Quick look at night time. Snap. Now, does it stand out enough? I'm doubting that. Just get a hollow sight. All right, come on. Point made. All right, okay, back. Snap. Now, let's go strike a pose and showcase this. And look at that mouth there. But yeah. Cool looking skin, but will it maintain interest? Will it stand out compared to many other AKs in the past? I doubt it. I'm very sorry to say. We literally just had an AK. We've just had a very cool Blue Gem AK-47 with an amazing aim sight that no other skin can compare to. It could have been glow in the dark, but Face Punch decided to change that. So anyway, that was given away for free. This right here costs like, what, $2? I don't think this is going to maintain interest, and I don't think it's going to work out very well. However, with a sheer lack of sales, certain skins do tend to get manipulated. That's definitely something you want to keep an eye out for, just in case. Now, of course, that means you don't have to rush into making the purchase right now, but this is the only skin that's not abnormal this week. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we just had a Rust store where we had a SAR that only did 5,400 subscribers. And yes, I will be keeping an eye on that because, yeah, clearly there wasn't that many people that were interested in it and whatnot, but those manipulators, they're always looking for something else to pump. And it's always something you probably forgot about, something that people aren't always keeping an eye on, something that doesn't sell quite a lot every day. If they can get the majority of the stock, they're going to inflate that value. They're going to keep buying and selling to each other to make it appear as if it's valuable, and then they're going to go chuck them on the third-party sites that don't know any better. So keep an eye on those things. Anyway, this right here, if you like it, go support that skin creator. Go buy it. Go treat yourself. But if you're looking at this as an investment, like many other AK-47s, it's very likely to go down in price. I'm very sorry to say, but you come to me for an answer, I'll try my best to give you the solid answer. And knowing people's behaviour with the likes of AKs, yeah. Oh, look, shiny brand new AK, throw the old one, get the new one. Oh, look, another shiny brand new AK, throw the old one, get the new one. I mean, repeat. But as I said, with the Blue Gem AK-47, what can compare to that? And also, that was given away for free. So, point made. So, yeah, questionable, a bit iffy. I couldn't see it rising too much without any advancement in like the scope or so. Yeah. Right. So, a perfectly fine looking Rust store. Lots of interesting collection continuations. Will we see another bearskin rug anytime soon? Will we see some more ultramarine clothing skins? Will Greening Area get some more skins accepted? We shall see. Feel free to comment, chat. I've been at this for a while, though. I think they've all gone to bed. All right, so let's talk about some other things to look forward to. So as I've already said, be aware of what's happening over the course of like the next 6 weeks. So we're about to get close to Christmas. I've already made a couple of videos talking about Christmas skins and skins in general, because a lot of skins in general right now are reaching all-time high prices already. Whiteout hoodie, that's one of them. So as I hop over to here, and as I showcase these videos right here in front of you, consider giving this a good watch. The Christmas skins, are they rising in price super early? I actually recorded that like in late October. They were rising up in price and peaking upwards as early as 2 or 3 weeks ago. So consider looking around, because if you want to have some Christmas skins ready for Christmas, you might want to buy now before it's too late. Because I can't help but assume a lot of them will be peaking up in price very nicely around early December. So maybe grab them whilst you can. And then we take a look at the likes of this. As I've mentioned already, with the player counts we've seen over the past 2 months, bit ridiculous. Steve is telling me to take a look at the Gold Rock. I'm a bit worried about that. Is that a pump? Let's go find out. Gold Rock, oh my. Okay. Buy orders. Let's take a look at you. So this is how I look at a skin. First of all, you're probably asking, how can you see more listings? I have Steam Inventory Helper extension. It's on Google Chrome. Yes, Chrome. Yeah. Anyway, show more orders. That is a large amount of buy orders, but they're all 1112, 111111. Okay. Now we're also going to take a look at sales history. Does it like just dramatically go up in price? Did a YouTuber... No, hang on a minute. That happened in 2023. So around this period of time, did a YouTuber or streamer start using it and then everybody wanted to copy them? Feel free to comment below if you're aware of this. But it is kind of odd how it just goes... whoop. Like, this was selling for around $40-ish in late 2023, and it just dramatically rises up in price. And it goes from about $40-ish to about $130 over the course of these months. Now, you also want to consider how many of these even exist. So if I were to go to the workshop page, you could look at the subscriber count, but this was accepted back in 2016, maybe. 155 people bought it. So this is clearly one very old skin. Older skins, you should be well aware, there's not that many of them in circulation. Okay, totally understandable. Can that get found in loot boxes? Probably. But of course, with a sheer lack of like skins in circulation, because again, maybe some people played the game back then but don't anymore, and they have that in their inventory. Technically, that skin's no longer in circulation because that person never engages with the Steam market anymore. That right there, right? It's looking like it is manipulated, but it's been done very well. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm also going to go check and look at the third-party sites. Gold Rock, I'm looking at this on SCMM to APP. All right. And there are a lot of listings, but it's all like 1. Is this also the manipulators? Probably. Has it just gone up in value simply because, as I said, maybe a YouTuber or a streamer used it? It could go either way, but if you see this dramatically losing value very quickly all of a sudden, yeah, it was a pump. All right, well, that's very well coordinated at the very least if that is a pump. Always keep an eye on things like this. And like, the best way of instantly realising if something is being pumped, if it just dramatically goes up in price very quickly. Military Camo MP5. Steve, I don't want to be here all day. All right, we'll do one more then. We'll do one more. Military... Steve, I won't do a third one. I've got to like talk about other stuff. Okay. Military Camo MP5. That is $300? What? Okay, well, again... When was this skin accepted? It was initially made back in 2016. Yeah, this is looking to be another very old skin. At least 7+ years old. All right. Look at all the buy orders. All right. Look at how similar they are as well. Now, again, you might sit there and say, oh, that's just because people want to slightly be higher than someone else. Now, if you're going to do that, you'll probably see at least a few more dollars, not pennies. So what I'm thinking is that if this is a pump, and I'm already thinking it is, they want you to only see that it's like 248, 248, 248, 248. They're probably selling these on the third-party sites at $248. So, okay, military camo. Again, it's suspicious. Military camo. No. There's like 5 different military collections. Right, there you go. Not digital. Okay, do I have to be very specific? SCMM can be a little bit weird sometimes. Right, there we go. And it's got 70 on D market, but they are listings. Someone has to actively buy them. All right, that is looking very suspicious. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, I think that's a pump. I do think that's a pump. All right then. If you happen to own one, yeah, sell to them because they have to keep up the facade. And then again, the deciding factor. Look at the sales history. Yeah. That looks to be. It's looking to be another situation. Again, it might be a case of, oh, but a big streamer or YouTuber used this, and everybody wants to buy it and play with it and whatnot. Not with that much of a climb. It's a little bit too ridiculous. And when it's like that, I'm like, yeah, no, this looks like it's fake. It looks like it's a pump. And yeah, all of those bars right there, it's people involved in the pump. If it is a pump, but I'm thinking it is a pump. Right, I'll leave it at that then. So that was just a quick look at trying to figure out our skins, pumps and whatnot. Look at how many buy orders they have. If the buy orders just dramatically drop off from the very high point, that's usually a good indicator. And then, of course, look at the recent sales. And if it just dramatically goes up, then yeah, it's like easily distinguishable. Okay, what is there to look forward to in the future? Well, on the commits, it doesn't look like there's anything currently going on because it looks like it's hack week at the moment. And one interesting thing that was mentioned was chicken coop. Right, so chicken coops. Looks like we're going to be able to farm chickens. Now, this is hack week. During this week, all the developers that work at Facepunch have time to just work on ideas that they think might be fun for the game. Nothing is guaranteed to eventually be added. But it's just a nice fun thing to work on and get a good idea of does this work and whatnot. Now, with a chicken coop, does that mean we're going to start collecting eggs and whatnot? Or are we going to like raise them like Pokemon and like make them attack each other? I mean, it's probably not a good idea, but we could probably have like little fight pits for them. I mean, that would be a fun thing for Bandit Camp. It probably would. I'm not sure if that would be allowed in the game though. We'll see. I mean, in Pokemon. Anyway, that would be pretty funny. What are your thoughts in regards to that? Feel free to comment below. Cool. Twitch drops. We only have a couple more days left, don't we? So I talked about this yesterday with the Kai Senet rug and hoodie. I think they're going to add another person to drop the Kai Cenat hoodie, because when you look at all the amount of people that have claimed these, it's like hundreds of thousands, and Kai Cenat only streamed for like 2 hours. He only streamed for about 2 hours, only 37,000 claimed. Now, that is quite a lot when you hear that, but when you compare it to all the other skins, it really don't compare much. Okay, understood. Even the double door, yeah. Well, you're probably wondering, why don't they give the Rust streamer skins? I'm pretty sure it's Rust streamers next month. If you've been keeping an eye on my YouTube, you might notice with some short videos that I've uploaded, it looks like Rust streamer specific streamers, they're getting Twitch drops next month, potentially. I'm not sure if those recent submissions were supposed to be Twitch drops, but it wouldn't surprise me, especially considering it is supposed to be Twitch Rivals next month. They announced that back in September with the mini Twitch Rivals. Okay, cool. And we did have it literally last year for December. So, yeah, point made. All right, so the Kai Cenat hoodie. When Kai streams Rust and you subscribe to him or gift a sub, that is when you get the hoodie. Bit awkward that, because he needs to stream Rust. Yeah, but if they add someone else to drop his rug, I think you could also subscribe to that new person. That's if they do it. Now you're going to sit there and say, oh, they can't change people. They can. Initially, for the Rock here, it was supposed to be Pay Money Wubby. Now, something went wrong. He couldn't stream during the week. They replaced him with Sear. All right? It did say Pay Money Wubby initially, didn't it? So they can add and replace and swap. Let's see what happens. But there's not that much time left, so we'll see what happens next. So, yeah, cool. I feel like I've said everything that needs to be said. You can take a quick look at the scores for the skins that are accepted today. Quite a lot of people did want the greening area large box. Lots of greening area enjoyers, it appears. Alice said as they can't make drops general in the last 24 hours. They can't make them general, but they can make it so specific people can drop them. Much like what happened with the recent hammer and the sword. They assigned people to be able to drop it. They can assign more people to drop the skins. Why did it come to this? Well, Facepunch are trying to see if they can get more reach for Rust, I guess, to big community, big content creators. But yeah, Kai just doesn't want to stream Rust. He really didn't look like he was enjoying himself when he was playing the game. Go watch that 2 hours. Go watch it for yourself. Oof. Anyway, that's everything. Player count, good. Commits, interesting. Keep an eye on the commits, don't forget. And it's always linked in the description. And let's see what gets accepted next week. So, complete the sets. Next week, what will it be? Nothing you want. You're not allowed to be happy. But yeah, this collection is linked in the description. Go through it all. Remember, these skins are representatives of their collections. What you should be doing is clicking it and then scroll down, look at the collection list that's provided. So, with the Berserker collection, we could, crossbow, boots. We also have Sheepman Adore. One of those are the candidates, even though I only posted the Sheepman Adore. So, yeah, it's not specifically that skin, it's the representative. And earlier I made mention there's a lot of boots that are still looking to be accepted. How many? Well, as we look over to here, I can confirm that is 1, and that is 2, and that is 3, and that is 4, and that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, some of them were with road sign gloves, but yeah, you get the point. Right then, cool. So, will you ever get your camouflage hoodie and pants, tier 3 armor and tier 2 armor? Oh, buddy, stop wishing. No, but I would lower your standards. I would. Don't expect super lovely things, but you never know. Something random might get picked, and it would be very cool. Will it be your flashbacks? Will it be your white armor? Will you ever get a white jacket? Oh, I don't know, but we shall see. So, all right, cool. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah. Also, one final thing. I'm going to start trading over all of the skins onto my main account again. I'm going to do another video again where I see how much I can sell over the course of 2 months. As of now, after trading over 2 accounts to the main account, I've got 42,000 skins, basically. I have a problem, and I'm well aware of it, and it's about to get so much worse.